Shalom, Kohaloyim, La Yahweh, Bahasham Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rahak Kodash, double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, rule and teach well. Shalom to you fellow laborers out there doing the work in truth and in sincerity, especially during these times. Shalom to the few Akwaf that believe as well. A hearty shalom to you other laborers and you believers that are scattered throughout the face of the earth, whether you be among the heathen and even like the heathen who are speckled Israelites, to the whole household of faith, which is the elect. I want to say shalom. As these days grow closer and closer to the very end of Babylon the Great, before the thermonuclear fire comes from the missiles, all right, there are a set of plagues that are going to hit this place, all right, and we know that according to 2nd Esdras, the 15th chapter, the Lord said He would smite Egypt with plagues as before. All right, Egypt was hit with a set of plagues, and the fall of it was heard throughout the earth, which is the known world at that time. And excuse me, the fall of Egypt, which is spiritual Egypt, which is America, will be even greater. But before the fall, you will have the things like the famine, okay, which, this is going to be a global thing, but especially here in Babylon, all right, famine, all right, we have uproars of the people going on, pestilences, which these things are globally, but remember that these things start out right here in Babylon. It was kind of like the year of 2020, where it said, something broke out in China, but where is it mainly spreading rapidly and affecting people on a greater scale? It was right here in Babylon, which is America. All right, so it's kind of like the focal point, or the main testing ground. All right, as far as people, how these devils use people to involuntarily partake in their their experiments, I would say. So this is 2nd Esdras 15 and 11. It says, "But I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm, and smite Egypt with plagues as before, and will destroy all the land thereof." Right, and what you see going right now is Egypt being hit with plagues, man. Okay, you see the money system crashing, right? Job loss at all time high. People are steadily losing their jobs, from government jobs on down, tech jobs. A lot of those high end jobs are being cut, all right, by these corporations. Okay, and that's good because we see the fall coming, as far as us Israelites that believe in Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, man. All right. In verse 12 it says, "Egypt shall mourn, and the foundation of it shall be smitten with the plague and punishment that the Most High Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai shall bring upon it." All right, and we're watching Egypt mourn. All right, and we've been watching them mourn for some time now. All right, and now it's to the point where anything could cause this place to fall, especially with the economy looking the way it's looking. All right, and then you have these pestilences out here, which is an epidemic of diseases that's running rampant through society, where you don't know what's going to be affecting you from day to day almost. Okay, and this is why for us that believe in Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, we have to stay prayed up. We have to stay praying to Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai that we'll be led from evil. All right, that's or the evil that's coming and increasing day by day. So with that being said, stay prayed up, Akim, and you feel Akwaf, right? Let's get into the article. It says WHO, which is an acronym for the World Health Organization, warns of new daily chikungunya chikungunya virus, uh, and they're saying it's caused by mosquitoes, according to this article. All right, so I'm just going to read in the article, see what they're talking about, and Lord willing, it's edifying again. All right, it says the World Health Organization has issued a dire warning about a new deadly chikungunya virus linked to such as gill-baits, genetically modified mosquitoes, sparking fears of a global health crisis reminiscent of an epidemic 2 decades ago. Well, you don't gotta go back 2 decades. You can go back just a few years, back to 2020, about 5 years ago. It says, originating in the Indian Ocean and now spread into Europe, this mosquito-borne outbreak, driven by the invasive Aedes tiger mosquito, threatens billions with its debilitating effects. And this is according to, matter of fact, excuse me, because I try to, look these things up. So you know, I do a lot of what you call fact checking. Okay. Let's see. You can go here to the World Health Organization website. They have it right here. It's chikungunya is a disease caused by the chikungunya virus, which is transmitted to humans by infected mosquitoes, with large outbreaks and sporadic cases reported mostly in the Americas, Asia, and Africa, and Europe. Wow. well, you know what? 2 Ezra 16:1. Woe will be unto thee, Babylon, Asia. Woe will be unto thee, Egypt and Syria. You know, gird up your sackcloth. Gird up yourselves with sackcloth. What cloths of sack? I'm getting ahead of myself. Gird up yourselves with cloths of sack and hair. Bewail your children and be sorry, for your destruction is at hand. All right. So, these different continents. All right, because like I said, it's going to be a global thing. The pestilence, the famine, the MOTB, the uproars of the people, race wars, you name it, right? Civil unrest. It's going to be a global thing, man. All right, not just here in Babylon. I'm just speaking about Babylon right now, because usually Babylon is, like I said, the major testing ground for these evil, wicked people that's in charge or in ruling seat, which is the Edomites. Okay, so back on the World Health Organization website, it says the symptoms of chikungunya are similar to those of dengue and Zika, making chikungunya easy to misdiagnose and making it more difficult for countries to accurately determine the number of people infected. So this causes fever and severe joint pain, which is often debilitating and may be prolonged. Other symptoms include joint swelling, muscle pain, headache, nausea, fatigue, and rash. Wow. These are currently two. They go to the Maxine. So, all right. And a lot of times these things come out, right? A lot of times these different diseases, come out. You'll be contracted it and got through it without even really knowing what it is. A lot of time. It says severe symptoms and deaths from chikungunya are rare and usually occur in young babies or elderly people with other coexisting health problems. It's according to what they're saying. But it causes fever and pain, right? Especially with the joints. So, this is what's on the table, man. This is what the wicked has, devised, man. And we know that the Lord created the wicked for the day of evil, and the day of evil is here, man. I mean, shit. I mean, things are happening, man. Prophetically, on a major scale, man. See, and we've been telling you that the things are to come, all right, will surely come, according to biblical prophecy, and in mentioning that, Habakkuk the second chapter goes into that. Habakkuk said what? Well, the Lord told Habakkuk rather. It says, though it tarry, right? I'll get it real quick. Though it tarry, wait for it. It will surely come. See, when 2020 happened, the world was caught off guard, taken by storm by this epidemic that broke out then. Okay. But what has happened since then is people are more alert. Okay. So it says Habakkuk 2:3, for the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. And we're at the end, man. We're at the end of Esau's world, man. It says that Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that follow it, man. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not tarry. See? So though it may take a little time, be patient, because why? It's going to surely come. That's why I should say, woe to you who have lost patience. See? This is a thing of patience. The Lord is long suffering. He ain't gonna move when you want him to move. He's gonna move when he want to move. It's just the way it is, man. So it says right here in the book of Luke 21, and I'll begin at verse 10, right? And notice the subheading says things to come, right? And this is our Lord Yahweh Shah speaking, right? It says, then said he unto them, which he was speaking to his disciples, which later became apostles, nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. And great earthquakes shall be in different places, and famines and pestilences and fearful sights and great signs shall there be from heaven. Okay? So we know that, all right, the word pestilence goes into what? All right, different disease. And it put an S on the word pestilence, which makes it, plural. Okay? Strong's definition. A plague, literally the disease, right? And even on the etymology, which we looked this up many times, but we can go to it again. All right, the etymology tells you that it's an epidemic of disease, right? So the word pestilence, right? It says any infectious or contagious disease. All right, fatal epidemic. Okay? And notice that these different diseases are fatal. They can cause death. Okay, but they are highly infectious and contagious, man. And spread very, very rapidly in most cases. All right. It says a plague, epidemic, with a deadly disease, like infected, unwholesome, nauseous. Look at this right here. It says also in Middle English, wickedness, evil, sin, a vice that which is morally pestilential. All right, or pestilential. All right, but hey, the day of evil, because a pestilence is evil. What's evil? Bad things or bad times. Okay, so the word evil is befitting because, like I said, the day of evil is here, man. And it says in Ephesians that we got to redeem the time because the days are evil. So we got to be observant, man. And in that same chapter, it was Ephesians the 5th chapter, I believe. It says that we should be circumspect. All right, meaning what? Looking about on all sides, man, to what's going on, man. And the scriptures tell us to look to not to overlook a matter, whether it be small or great. We ought to look into it, and as watchmen, we have to, because we have to report these things to the people, man, so they can be warned. See? But the world want to see, all right, these different plagues, man, especially here in Babylon. Let's get this real quick. The book of 2nd Esdras 15 and verse 49. It says, "I will send plagues upon." Matter of fact, let's go up a bit. Let's start at 14. I'll jump down. Excuse me. Maybe up a little bit. Yeah, here we go. Here we go. 2nd Esdras 15 and 5. "Behold, said the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world." All right, which could be what? A plague of disease, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. All right. "For wickedness has exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled," man. And so, hey, listen, these things are being used All right, and scourges for amendment. All right, which is what amendment means: correction, to punish the wicked out of the earth, man. This is what the Heavenly Father is using it for, man. All these different things. Jump down to verse 49. I will send plagues upon thee, widowhood, poverty, and that's going on right now. All right, what's widowhood? Let's look up the word widowhood, man. All right, widowhood. The word for it. Okay. Widowhood. Condition of being a widow. Okay. State of a woman who is unremarried after the death of a spouse. Well, these women, you know, they already had many spouses. You know, the first guy they laid with, they even did. But anyways, I can get into that right now. It says widow, lonely. Okay, so a woman without a man. All right, that's the whole point. All right, woman separated from or deserted by her husband. All right, which that happens too. A lot of you women that don't have men, or you got rid of your men, so a lot of these evils going to overtake you. So it says, I will send plagues upon thee, widowhood, poverty. A lot of women in poverty. People in general are becoming more impoverished, man. Famine, lack of food, starvation, right? Sword, all right, and pestilence to waste thy houses with destruction and death. See? And this is what's coming, man. All right, this is what's coming to the world, man. So, you people out there are gonna see a great loss of life, man. Okay, because these things gonna surely get rid of the wicked, man. That's why it says in Ecclesiastes 7 that what better to be in the house of mourning than in the house of mirth, man. All right, we'll say Ezekiel 21, I believe. A sword to sharpen, shall we then make mirth? You better get your fucking mind right, Jake, or else the Lord is going to deal with you, man. Okay, so with that, all praise to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash. Hey, shalom to the Lord's elect, man. I'll see you guys in the next video, Lord willing. Till next time, shalom and blah, blah, blah.